Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to this special video series where we journey verse by verse through Surah Al-Baqarah, the longest chapter of the Qur'an, filled with divine wisdom, guidance, and life lessons. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Today we are covering verses 270 to 274. Verse 270. Allah knows every act of charity, and whatever you spend of expenditures or make of vows, indeed, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows of it, and for the wrongdoers there are no helpers. Explanation. Every act of charity, whether open or secret, is known to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He records both the action and the intention behind it. What this means for us: give with awareness. Even if no one sees your charity, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does, and He rewards accordingly. Verse 271. Public and secret charity. If you disclose your charitable expenditures, they are good. But if you conceal them and give them to the poor, it is better for you, and He will remove from you some of your misdeeds. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is fully acquainted with what you do. Explanation. Charity can be public or private, but secret giving carries special reward and purifies the soul from sins. What this means for us: sometimes the best charity is done quietly. Let your left hand not know what the right hand gives, for the sake of sincerity. Verse 272. Guidance is in Allah's hands. Not upon you, O Muhammad, is responsibility for their guidance, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guides whom He wills. And whatever good you believers spend is for yourselves, and you do not spend except seeking the countenance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And whatever you spend of good, it will be fully repaid to you, and you will not be wronged. Explanation. Our job is to give and guide sincerely, not to control outcomes. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala rewards us for our intention and effort, not results. What this means for us: help for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, not for recognition. Guidance and reward are in His hands. Verse 273. Support the devoted needy. Charity is for the poor who have been restricted for the cause of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, unable to move about in the land. An ignorant person would think them self-sufficient because of their restraint, but you will know them by their characteristic sign. They do not ask people persistently, and whatever you spend of good, indeed, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is knowing of it. Explanation. This verse honors the dignity of those who are too shy or noble to beg, even in hardship. They deserve our support the most. What this means for us: look beyond appearances. Some of the neediest won't ask. Be generous and observant. Verse 274. Open and private giving. Those who spend their wealth in Allah's way by night and by day, secretly and publicly, they will have their reward with their Lord, and no fear will there be concerning them, nor will they grieve. Explanation. True believers give in all circumstances, day or night, privately or publicly, without waiting for applause. What this means for us: let your charity flow consistently. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sees it all, and your reward is guaranteed. So, if you're truly serious about your faith, make a sincere commitment. Follow this series from beginning to end. One verse at a time. One transformation at a time. Let's walk this journey together and bring the Quran into our hearts and lives. If you found this video beneficial, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with others and let the reward multiply. Like, comment, and subscribe so you never miss a verse. A reminder: a chance to grow. وآخر دعوانا أن الحمد لله رب العالمين.